been seeing, I think from yesterday, I've seen some funny online publications talking about CHABINGA being in South Africa, organizing demonstrations, planning to do demonstrations. First, I'll start with a gentleman called Mr. Sishuwa. I would advise that your minions must listen to this. Sishuwa, you are not my level. You are not my level at all. You are just a pauper. You can't even win an election anywhere. And that's why you are a coward. I like talking to men who are in the country. We meet one-on-one and we talk. Not when you are hiding out of the country, then you go on social media and platforms start scandalizing me. I'm not your level. If you have been paid, I'm not a person that can be paid. It was just a cheap, very cheap character. Hide wherever you're hiding. And you're expecting that people that are sponsoring you to do the thing and then that you can attack me. Come in the country, face me one-on-one. You can't even win a word. I can give you, you are a level of my ward chairman in Mafinga. In one of the smallest wards. You can't even reach me. By the way, Mr. Sishuwa and Mr. Mwamba, if you did not know, I've been frequenting South Africa for over 27 years. If it was me who was supposed to organize that function, which those people had the other day, me, it would have not been to where it was. It would have been at the Santon Convention Center. And I would have put the crowd. I'm a crowd puller. Even when you are talking about demonstrations, except that I respect people. I want to tell you, I respect people. Even that time when there was a funeral, when people were even saying, no, let CHABINGA come to secretariat, we shall teach him a lesson. Can you teach me a lesson? If you didn't know, maybe you need to check. The coin has two sides. There's a nice CHABINGA who is talking like this, and there can be a leaf for CHABINGA that can be something else. I didn't want to give police a lot of works. I can create demonstration in the country for the next 1 year. That's me. I don't fear anybody. I only fear God, Nensala. Only these two things. Not a human being. If you didn't know. So Mr. Sishuwa, I wanted to tell you that, my friend, even where you are in Cape Town, by the way, I have a property in Cape Town. I can even invite you if you are living in a toy property. Maybe you are even renting a small ram shack. I can take care of you. I can even give you free accommodation for the next 2 years. So don't mess up. Mr. Mwamba, wherever you are, I don't know whether we're in England and whether you are sleeping in a small little ram shack. I can even take care of you where you are in London. So don't start a fight that you can't start, that you can't finish. You can't. Hey, no, CHABINGA. Hey, I was laughing. I was just laughing. No, we are waiting for him. By the way, if you did not know, I authorized for the use of secretariat. Some senior PF members called me to say, can you help us not to cause commotion? I allowed it for the purposes of we are money, and people want to take advantage. And you, let me advise you, some of you who are watching. I told you it's a bare knuckle. The fight has started now. I'm waiting for us to bury. If we bury, if any man with his own strength reaches the secretariat, then you'll see the other side of me. For this, you have to go on standby, because there will be mayhem. I can guarantee you, I'm not threatening. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Don't think that I came to politics like a joker. I never came to politics to enrich myself. I never joined politics. I came to save the Zambian people and the people of Mafinga. No plan to power to a chairman, so cowards. Not you crooks. And unfortunately, this country, When the crooks have punched each other, they sit down together, and the people start believing that these are the greatest men. Oh, Mwamba, the time has come. Let's bury, and you'll see the other side of me. You'll see. Police be ready when the people hear people have been beaten. At Secretariat, people have been beaten. Don't go and look for other people. Come and arrest me. I've told you in advance, when I inspector general of police, these people have to be taught a lesson. Enough is enough. I've been civil in the way I've been doing things. Now it's time. Those who knows me, I'll come to talk about it. When we were in 2014, what roles I played. Don't see a lion sleeping, you think it's an imba. And you must know that dynamics don't come in big packages. And of course, people are different answer. I'm not the person that you can mess around with. That I can tell you. For people are different answer. And the people that are running the same PF page, your days are numbered. That I can guarantee you. Me, I won't even use the police investigation that what. I'm not threatening, I want to just warn you. I won't even use the police. I'll take the law in my own hands. Because you have tormented me too much. You think I'm a fool. Now turning to the developments within the Patriotic Front Party. As you know, the PF has faced its own challenges. And the passing of President Edgar Lungu is a sad moment for all of us. He is a man that once led this great party. We need to ensure the party remains strong, united, and focused on its core principles. There have been discussions and efforts to consolidate our ranks. And as acting president, legitimate so, I'm committed to guide the party through this period. We are focusing on strengthening our structures and preparing for a future, always in the best interest. They put money in their pockets, they eat. They went for fundraising, asking Nakachinda was moving alone in South Africa, getting money. And to this, I want to advise the former First Lady, Madam Westalungu. Those people surrounding you are bunches of crooks. They are making money on you. You are mourning them, they are busy making money. Shame. Where people can make even money on the expense of the dead. It's so difficult. If you saw Nakachinda became fat in the days that he stayed in South Africa than he was before. Some suits were not even fitting properly. They started fitting properly when he was in South Africa. Through a video. And I know everybody. And I want the government to sit down with me properly. I give you the details of who gave Nakachinda money, whom we received, how much, and where it went. Who gave Honorable Winda's money, how they utilized it, and how it reached here. Others were going to fetch him. If it is my brother and my counterpart, Honorable Mundubire, I pity him. If you even watched and saw, he was sitting even in church, he was in group 5. Because they didn't want him to be nearer in the front, and they're saying, no, he's a guy that, can be the possible next president of the party. They made sure that they put him in group 5 so that he's not seen. This is how crooked those guys are. When Makebi Zulu, today they want to be the champions. Makebi Zulu and Mao Sampa in 2014. They were the lawyers for Mao Sampa who wanted Edgar Lungu not to file in nomination. I know every detail. There will be another press briefing where I'll just start mentioning what you got and how much and from who. The fight has started. This is just the beginning. It is clear and undeniable that the Patriotic Front has faced these significant problems lately. Unfortunately, there is a narrative going around trying to blame our current divisions on the ruling UPND and President Hakainde Hichilema, saying they are using government power and machinery to cause trouble in our party, with others claiming I, Robert CHABINGA, have been bought by President Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND. Something very far from the truth. And while we must always be careful about anyone trying to hate our democracy or our party, it's really important, my dear members, that we look honestly at ourselves. My dear brothers and sisters, I call upon each one of us to do an honest self-reflection and self-introspection. They always know Chabinga has been bought, Chabinga has been bought. And I've been asking these questions several years. When I supported the President Lungu in 2014, when it was not fashionable, how much did they pay me? When President Lungu was petitioned in an election in 2016, when I petitioned one of the judges to be removed on the panel, may his soul rest in peace, that constitutional judge, how much did they pay me? The same crooks. When President Edgar Lungu was supposed to be impeached, where even by then the Justice Minister, Given Lubinda, wanted Edgar Lungu to be impeached, how much did they pay me? That is the day. Now you need to know the day me and Lubinda, we differed and he hated me. It is because I stopped the tabling of the motion before Parliament. You must be very clear. There's a technicality. There's an issue of blocking the impeachment. I never blocked the impeachment. I have no powers to block the impeachment motion on the floor of the House. But the tabling of the motion on the floor of the House, because it was done by the Deputy Speaker, First Deputy Speaker. It was supposed to be tabled by the Speaker. That's a technicality. And people did not even understand. They were just talking, hey, they have stopped the impeachment motion, even when they were there. So, please, I've said time and again, leave Hakainde Hichilema alone out of these wrangles and internal fights of the PF. We have to face a hard truth. Our party's problems with internal fights and confusions didn't start when the UPND took office. To suggest otherwise is to ignore our own history. It means we're ignoring our own past. It stops us from truly fixing the real reasons of our disunity. The roots of our internal struggles go deep, right through the very heart of our party's existence. Let's think back, not just a few months ago, but let's go about 11 years ago. Right after our beloved founder, President Michael Chilufya died in 2014, October. There was a moment of deep sadness, but it was also a moment of huge internal chaos of our party. The election for the party president that followed wasn't just a contest. We all witnessed a deep division that has never been seen before. We clearly remember what happened in Kabwe in November 2014. There were multiple meetings, attempts to hold meetings, each claiming to be the right one. The confusion was easy to see and feel. We saw some of our respected leaders, including Honorable Given Lubinda, had a camp. The acting Republican President, Dr. Guy Scott, had a camp. The former First Lady, Dr. Christine Kaseba, had a camp. My former PF President, Mauzi Sampa, confused character, Moko Moko, also had a camp. Dr. Shimbaka Mwili also had a camp. And then there was a camp of Edgar Lungu. The situation became so unsustainable such that the security wings had to step in Kabwe to handle the growing confusion and keep order. I remember clearly that Dr. Guy Scott, then the acting Republican president, was in one place at some lodge with security wings, while another meeting was trying to happen somewhere else. This was a mess of our own making. We saw Honorable Sylvia Masebo, by then chairperson elections, was not even allowed to enter the arena. Was HH president? Was UPND in power? How do you bring President Taka? Leave him alone to run the country and make sure that he improves the economy for us in this country. That's what we need him to focus for. Not to bring him into this dirty of few individuals who wants to create situations. These are not just one-off events. These were deep open wounds within our party, caused by our own internal ways, ambitions, and disagreements over who would lead next. Our party has got so much power. They just got a small clique of people. They think that the only ones who can be leaders, and that the same people who made our party to lose elections, and they still today wants to go sure. Really? No, we'll never allow you unless we are dead. We'll never allow you. We'll never. The best thing is start talking to us nicely. Otherwise, you retire. And unfortunately, if you're not careful, you retire with it. If you didn't have diabetes, you'll have diabetes and high blood pressure. But we don't want you to die early. We want you to see how your people run and govern things. Even as recently as the time leading up to 2021 general elections, even without a formal convention, we didn't even have, we advertised, no, the PF going to have a proper formal convention. What did we have? Everybody who paid for a position, they were duped. Everybody was duped. It changed to say, no, we need to do virtually. From the blues, the virtual came in. From the blues, people were disadvantaged. And yes, lately, we have again seen another attempt to hold a convention by some showing that these internal divisions are still there. My brothers and sisters, these historical facts demonstrate that our problems are not caused by outsiders or the UPND. They are signs of deep-rooted issues that we, as a patriotic front, must fix and resolve ourselves. We can't get others to solve our internal problems for us. The time for blaming others and finger-pointing is over. The time for honest self-reflection and introspection is now. It is time for reconciliation and coming together. But genuinely so. Don't come with the stories that you want to reconcile with me when you have an agenda. I'm in charge. You need to talk to me nicely. If you come with an ego, I'll be very stubborn. By the way, I'm a stubborn character. You can't just come. I hear the calls from some quarters for me as acting president to immediately call for a convention. I welcome the desire for the party democracy and new beginnings. However, I welcome. But let me be clear. First, you and I, come, let's work together. Let's demonstrate genuine commitment to unity and dialogue. Hijacking the party or trying to take over the party by force won't work, guys. It won't work. Yesterday, they even had the so-called Central Committee meeting and saying we shall go for the convention. Who is going to allow that convention? Who? Alamweva kote, mwele fuka convention wa Central Committee. Mweba lwele, mwike shano pia kwa pantu kamibuma. Wereba kwa mkalonga na kamibuma. Dare me. Before police comes in. Because we have seen, you are doing things with impunity. I think we shall also do things with impunity. We have led the courts. We are in court. And I've not been reacting to things because we're in court. But the legitimacy is with me. And I don't even go around to boast and brag about it. But now you have started forcing me to. Alabweva Koteo Central Committee muka yitain another name of the party. Under the PF, before the police moves in, muka pumwentu kushanda. I can guarantee you. Muka tumaka fiyaulu mendo weka meka. And I'm ready for you. Very ready for you. We are not in change. These are politics. I think we need to do politics. Because people say, hey, if you think you can threaten me, you can intimidate me. No, hey, Chabinga this. And on this underscore, I want to advise my UPND. Mr. President, I know people have got the freedom. If the PF were in power the way they were treating the UPND, and the UPND youths have been very quiet, I'm not inciting violence. But Mr. Kindly, so that some people can stop talking. They are talking too much. They have a freedom. So, I'm ready. I'm ready for a fight. And I'm ready to die for this party. And for telling the truth, I'm ready to die. After all, we are all born that when you are born, next is to die. But it's the type of death. So, mweba kote, na michita advice. Panta mwakabutuki. Tamu wakabutuki mukapumu into kushanda. That I can guarantee you. I'm repeating this. Mukapumu into kushanda. Mweba youth, if you think that, no, you are the majority, what? We must watch by space. You must watch by space. Natamwa ishwe into kushanda. We beat internal injuries so that you don't report anywhere for assault. On that note, I must also urge all our Patriotic Front members to strictly adhere to the guidance of the Electoral Commission of Zambia. By the way, it is not ECZ that he said that they have banned the regalia. PF were not participating in any election at all. And why should somebody use our party regalia? In the previous, if you recall, you the media, I said and I instructed my Secretary General to write a letter to the Inspector General of Police and the copy to Electoral Commission of Zambia that whoever shall use any party, stationary or regalia, other than an authority from Mr. Ngona, the Secretary General, and myself, shall be dealt with. Actually, CZ was even too late because I told them that I'm suing you. That's how they are to enforce the law. And the goodness is, people are just busy talking because they don't read. They didn't know that there's an act of there's an act. Under the Electoral Process Act. That's what they were just doing. It's like, in this country, we can put the country on fire because we don't read. Even, I don't know how many people in this country remembers that we have laws under the Nuisance Act. That spitting saliva carelessly, you are charged. Throwing litter anyhow, you can be arrested. Some of us who just want to use the core of nature carelessly, you can be arrested. So if there was a government that should enforce that, people start complaining, oh, well, this is Boma. But they are laws. They're not just enforced. Because we don't read. And this is the same way. I saw some people crying the loudest. No, there's no way ECZ can use can stop this. I saw the Christian, whatever organization, which monitors election, they were raising the issues. No, we are what? No. Laz also raised the issue. I'll talk also about Laz. Come on. And I repeat, after this press briefing, I'm going into Mfuwe. And those who are real men who want, should I find anybody? I'm going with men there. Police, be alert. I'm coming there. I found anybody with a party regalia PF who will teach you a lesson. Who will teach you a lesson before ECZ comes in. Because the only way that you can listen, I have seen, people don't want stalking, gentleman's agreement. When one is beaten to the latter, then people learn. I don't even want to repeat and dwell much about the ECZ issue, because this is the legal position. And as the acting president, legitimate so, Robert CHABINGA, if you want, you can call me Chabs, aka Chabs International. I've said it. Those who I've heard Abakalamba, no, I'm president, I'll go there. No one will stop me from putting the regalia. You will find me. I'm going in Mfuwe from tomorrow up to the day of election, and I'm just going there first and foremost because I have an alliance. I have an alliance with the UPND and President Hakainde Hichilema. I'm going to campaign for a UPND candidate, and we make sure that he win. It is in the Muchinga province where I come from, where my constituency is. Because that's our job, is to deliver on development. Tukumonena we are creating now. Palitonse. And I want to advise my brother, Mr. Chanda, New Congress Party. They are using you. And they are planning now what they are trying to do. The Central Committee, which they had yesterday, they want to come under Ijaki and get your party, and they want to appoint you as Deputy Secretary General. Bakupokechi pani. These are crooks. They don't want other people unless it's them. And we are aware that $1.5 million has entered the country through clandestine operations from somewhere. We are aware. And we are aware which church leader is keeping the money. We are watching. You want some more money to come. Ngashafika ko $2 million, $3 million. Then I will send the boys to make sure that that money is stolen. Baka kana no kwa kana. And the Inspector General of Police, if you hear somebody complain that they have stolen the money, you must be asked how much and why were you keeping it? It came from where? You must declare the source of income. You must tell us. I told you, I promised you that this is a lethal arrangement. We are watching. We know $1.5 million has entered. And that is the same $1.5 million President Hakainde Hichilema. That's the money, Mr. President, they want to use to destabilize your governance. And they are serious. So you need to be checking the people's to my meetings. But me, Mr. President, I promise you, I only do one operation. My people in Mafinga want money. We shall make sure that that money is stolen from that person. And they go to Mafinga and we do the boreholes. And the IG, if somebody comes to report, you must know that I'm the first suspect. As long as it's above $1 million, not $1,000. No, I don't deal with those. Money starts on $1 million going up. Not my change. And if you see my finger from the blues, just boreholes, just know that we are just recovering from the people that you brought the money dubiously, wanting to usurp power, and will never allow it. Let me remind you once again, very clearly and directly, I'm the only one with legal papers for this party. This is not a matter of personal opinion or desire. This is not about what I want or what someone thinks. It is about facts and documented legal standing. Unfortunately, life is not fair. Even in heaven, it was not fair. There was a time when the angels were singing. One angel was singing 7 voices till they started sharing. That's what used to happen. So it started from there. Me, I'm just a vessel. And to those who, for whatever reason, might question if I am fit to lead this party, let me remind you that leadership comes from God. We are all reminded in the Bible of the story of David and Goliath. Everyone thought Goliath was the most capable, to the most powerful, than disputed giant, yet it was beaten by David. And I am the David. Mr. Luvinda, Mr. Nakachinda. Mausamp, I don't even count you because you are mad. I can't even waste my time. You are a mad person, I don't know. I beat for your wife. This time around, that chap must have been in China, not moving around because it's so hopeless. I can't even waste time on such kind of characters. I'm above that level. What seems strong in a human eyes is not always that of God. What God has ordained. Therefore, whether you like it or me, whether you like me or not, whether you agree with me, with my position or not, the truth is I remain leader of opposition and the president of the Patriot Front. Part. And by the way, I want to tell you, members of the press, people brag Chabinga doesn't have people. I have control in parliament there. You must see how the team of people that works out. It's just a small clique of people. Most of them, you check on them, they are expelled. Then you can add 5, 6 who are just, they don't know where they are going. And my advice to those, a few, who are following blindly, at least I can brag that I have over 32 members of parliament in control. But we don't talk because we operate quietly, systematically, because that's how we operate. So you must know that even when I'm talking with this authority, I have control in parliament. And this brings me to a saying where they say, that's what the members say. Because no. So when I talk with authority, I know where I'm standing. Not standing because I have an alliance with President HH, then I'm being supported. As people say, no, Chabinga has been given security, Chabinga has been given... It is my entitlement as part of my conditions of service to have security. Go and read what the leader of opposition entitlements. And this reminds me on Friday, I was not in parliament. As I indicated, I was sick and I was on leave of absence. I've just been at home. I wish I came with my passport. Good son, you might even send the passport copy of my last page of when I traveled. People might be thinking of what I should not even be going. I've been going to South Africa for 27 years. I should not go to South Africa because there is a funeral in South Africa. So when I go, then I'm going to organize something. Come on. No, if I go to South Africa, Mr. Sishuwa and Mr. Emmanuel Mwamba, they will start talking and writing about me. Total nonsense. That's why when I'm talking with authority, I'm even reminding the people who are demonizing our Speaker of the National Assembly. Don't demonize our leader. We are her lieutenants. We can move out of parliament and take you on outside. We'll start with Laz. Laz has become, it has changed from its purpose that it was enacted for. It is becoming like it also wants to be a political party. What you do is resign, you individuals, and come and join us in the political arena. You face us so that we deal with you. Don't hide in the name of Laz. Just come out of Laz and come. Don't mislead the people. Don't make us to be compelled because you are creating a monopoly of one institution. I'm the leader of opposition and of members of parliament. I can ask one member. By the way, I'm good at writing. If you did not know, ask the people that have been my lawyers. I write certain things. Ask them. That's why even Makebi knows me very well. Ask Jonas Zimba. They know me very well. I can write a private public bill done by a private member. To enact a law or a bill to have another association like LAS, so that other lawyers can join others, so that LAS can remain as it is, and we start another one. We can do that. We have the capacity, and we have the numbers. And on this one, we are aware. The way we are fighting Bill 7, we know and we are aware. I'm very much aware. Me, I don't just talk. I research, I investigate, and have the facts in my fingertips. We know two non-governmental organizations are receiving some money, and they want to start moving by August. To even include they want to engage the traditional leaders so that they can be against BU 7. They have already approached my members that they'll be paid money so that they don't vote for BU 7. My honorable members, when they bring that money, eat. After all, you have too much funerals, we bury every day. Please, when they bring that money, eat. It is your money, public funds. Just eat it, and we will know what to do. You and I have agreed. We will know what to do. We need the bill. We have too many lacunas. We cannot be going around in circles because of an institution called LAS. Because an institution called non-governmental organization. In Mafinga, some of the NGOs that are there, they don't even exist. In Mafinga. Our job, does LAS wants to get our jobs to start enacting laws? We were elected to enact the laws and to make laws on behalf of the country. That is our job. Mr. President, Hakainde Chilema, we thank you that you instructed and guided that the bill be deferred. But my advice to the Minister of Justice is to kindly, can you expedite to appoint the technical committee? And that technical committee, I propose that you include the same people from LAS, include the people from these non-governmental organizations, include the traditional leaders, include the church mother bodies, then bring it. But if they will be contributing to say it must fall, Mr. President, we need it. We need the limitation. Some constituencies are too big, like Mafinga. When you are in the northern part, the southerners doesn't know that you are in a constituency. And some constituencies are too big for the constituency development fund, which we are sharing equally. No, we need it. If those who are in, don't hide in the name of no organizations or church mother bodies or NGO CCs or whatever organization you might call it, just step down and come and join us in politics. Then we meet you. Actually, we need more people. Actually, I would even suggest that come to Mafinga, come and get that money, come and fight me in Mafinga so that I can bruise you nicely. On the same, I want to advise President Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND. You need to be alert. Some business people have been going to some members of the UPND and buy them, and they are pushing for the dues. When they make the money, they take it to finance, to fight you, Mr. President. That's what is happening, especially on the fuel. I won't even hide. They are using proxies. Most of the PF or Tonse aligned, actually, not PF, because I'm PF. I've not received one. But from these Tonse guys, Mr. President, you need to make sure that the people who are in the fuel line of supply, they can either they'll sabotage you, or they'll make sure that when they get the money, the government will finance to fight you. This is a reality. The companies must be checked. I'm not talking from without. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. And the companies know themselves. And the proxies, they know themselves. Developments in the country. A broader developments in our country we continue to observe the process and challenges faced by our nation. It is essential that all political players, regardless of their affiliations, prioritize the well-being of Zambians. We will continue to offer constructive criticism where necessary and support initiatives that genuinely benefit our people. The economic challenges facing many Zambians requires serious, urgent attention, and we must all together find the lasting solutions. We stand ready to contribute to a Zambia where every citizen can strive. We will commend the government's commendable efforts where they genuinely exist. But more importantly, we will offer constructive criticism where there are shortcomings and where the promises made to the Zambian people remain unfulfilled. Our critique is not to tear down, but to build up, to push for better governance, and to fight for the welfare of every Zambian. Our economy and the cost of living. First, let's give credit where it's due. Our government, the UPND government, our government, all of us, because I belong to the government, but the legislative arm of government, has been working in challenging economic times, both at home and globally. The World Bank reports that Zambia's economy grew by 4% in 2024, from minus 2.8. From minus 2.8 to 4%, displaying resilience despite experiencing a historical drought and frequent power outages. This growth was driven by a strong recovery in the mining sector and expansion in services. The World Bank even expects stronger growth, averaging 6.6% each year from 2025 to 2027, thanks to anticipated agricultural recovery and improved momentum in mining services. Zambia Statistics Agency recently confirmed a 4.5% economic growth rate in the first quarter of 2025, a notable increase from the previous year. Yes, we have these challenges, but we're even better. South Africa's economy from I can tell you from 2021, it is still, the growth is at 1%. 1%. That's the reality. Go and check. We need to give the credit to this President Hakainde Hichilema. That's why I said I'll work with him. Those who don't want, go to hell and hang yourself. As we work our interest to better the lives of our people. Just last week, or the other week on June 30th, President Hichilema officially launched the 100 megawatts summer solar plant. This is a crucial step towards reducing the country's heavy reliance on power, hydropower, and building greater energy security with a target of adding 1,000 megawatts by the end of this year. However, I want to call upon the government to, number one, implement and decisive measures genuinely bring down the cost of essential goods and services, including transport. The recent fuel price drops must translate into real saving for Zambian families struggling to food on the table. That is my request to government. Number two, significantly accelerate efforts to finalize our external debt restructuring. This is very crucial because we need our people to eat. Mr. President, Pamala, abantu ni Pamala. We are going to elections next year. And we don't want Mr. President to have done so much. We don't want crooks to take advantage of your efforts that you have done through your sleepless nights. Number three, create and carry out a clear plan to make our economy more diverse and encourage local manufacturing and job creation. We need to stop relying so much on just exporting raw materials and instead build more industries here at home, creating sustainable jobs across all sectors and for all Zambians. The other point is I welcome the government's commitment to good governance and fighting corruption. As you all know, corruption is a cancer. Zambia's score on corruption perception index improved by 2 points from 37 in 2023 to 39 in 2024. The modest improvement reported by Transparency International Zambia in February 2025 indicates some positive efforts, particularly in reducing petty bribery in business operations. We also welcome the ongoing efforts of digitalizing government services, such as mining license applications, as this helps make things clearer and reduces opportunities for the corruption. When most of my members, which I've not been happy of, they are facing charges of how did you acquire things, other than corruption, and people are saying, you know, it is ethnicity. There's no ethnicity here. They have just simply asked, how did you acquire this property? Explain how you acquired it. But because you see, that's why you have seen these people are trying to regroup. President Jaka, that's why they are busy trying to regroup. And that's why they are bitter. They can't even follow the law. They want to grab, they think they can just come and to say, hey, no, Chabinga is a small boy, he can't lead. Who is Chabinga? What? By the way, I'm even more experienced. Some of them are under 5 politicians than I am. Have been in the game. Thanks to President Felix and Mr. Sejachungu, who identified me when I was in school. So don't think that I'm just coming from the blues at Plukutu. Because others, when they see, no, Mafinga member of parliament, you think, no, Mafinga is far in the mountains, so this guy just came from the mountains and started programs and what? I have been in the game and I'm very well exposed. Very well exposed. I might have a rural constituency, but I'm very well exposed. And I know governance. So not some of you, actually, in our church, UCZ, we have a class called the catechumen class. When you want to come to reach a certain level for you to start having communion, you are taken to catechumen class. So I'll refer to in Bemba, we say Bakatukumene. So I'm not like Bakatukumene in politics. I'm not a Katukumene. I'm a seasoned politician. Trained, well trained by Father Ombeto, Davoli, well trained by Father Mia Dravensky. Now, for those people, go Google these people. Davoli Ombeto, Father Mia Dravensky, then you add Mr. Xavier Chungu, you add President Chiluba in me. What kind of a person? Then you add myself. It is worse. This reminds me of some of the people that are camped in South Africa. They are trying to put attention on sending stories about Chabinga. We know Nachfokulaba, Mayoga Esther Lungu, your people that are surrounding you, they are going Kunganga there in South Africa. They are busy going to see Sangomas there. Ask them, what do they go to do at Soshanguve? Ask them, what do they go to do at Soshanguve? Ask them, what, even yesterday they were at Tembisa, at the hospital view. Ati Enganga. Bala Mr. Blind Mayo, so that way Kunganga, but we don't want to feel Don't put me in. No. Some chaps went to know on the plane. I was going to see my son. No, Chabinga has come for the funeral. Let's look for him in the hotels. What? Allah. Some of them, that's when they were trying to, some of you, that's when we were being exposed to South Africa. I've been there for, I started going to South Africa at the age of 15 and doing my business at the age of 15. Don't think that I'm just a Cancun. I want to talk about the recent cholera outbreaks highlighted the fragility of our health and sanitation infrastructure, underscoring the urgent need for the robust domestic investment in these critical areas. We also note that the 2025 national budget analysis highlighted that despite the increase in social sector allocations, challenges such as rising poverty, now at 60%, food insecurity, and inadequate water, sanitation, and hygiene services persist. So I urge the government, therefore, to work on number one, reverse the underfunding in our critical social sectors. Future budgets must reflect on commitment to human development by significantly increasing the proportional allocation to health, education, and social protection, ensuring our investment meet and exceed international benchmarks. Development and implement a robust domestically funded plan for our healthcare system that is less reliant on external aid and truly capable of serving all Zambians effectively, especially in the light of the public health crisis. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, as leader of opposition and the legitimate acting president of the Mighty Patriotic Front, with members in parliament where I'm in charge, I want to say it again that we are committed to working constructively. My critique today comes from a deep desire to see a better Zambia while still highlighting the positives the UPND and President Hakainde Hichilema has scored in the past 4 years. We urge the government to listen to this cause for action, to truly hear the cries of our people. We, the opposition, led by me, because I'm the biggest opposition political party, with more members of parliament, not those masqueraders. The other day, thanks to you, Madam Speaker, some chap wanted to go and sit on my chair, and he did not know that I'd logged in virtually, and I was online. I was attending the parliament, and he goes to sit on my seat. On a lighter note, such chaps maybe could be even one of the person that went to look for sangomas. Maybe might have brought something on my seat. But where I sit, I'm protected by angels. I sleep with angels. So who people think that you can go to Nganga and do whatever, I know you have tried, you have failed. Because greater is He who is in heaven and who is in me. As the opposition has earlier indicated, I stand ready to work with all stakeholders to build Zambia, including the 3 church mother bodies, the Law Association of Zambia, the NGOs. Invite me, call me. I'm the only leader of opposition. But you are busy calling people who are masqueraders. And I repeat in my conclusion that I'm ready to work with everybody. And I've extended an olive branch even to my colleagues that are running like headless chicken, who are in Tonse, where there are factions. Honorable Rubinda, Honorable Nakachinda, and Moguzon Mao Sampa, Chipena, they are for Socialist Party and Mr. Freddie Membe. That's why they want to take the part. Whilst Honorable Mundubire and those expelled and a few others, they are busy advocating to go to FDD as a conduit. You members of parliament, some of you, the first timers, it might be your end of your political career. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. The people that you are following, some of them have got even 10 houses. Some of them have got money in offshores. You are only waiting for a gratuity. And you are owing the banks. My friend, wake up. The same people, remember, they made Honorable Munia Zulu to commit an offense. Where is he? Is incarcerated. The people that were supporting your greatest boy, they are with their wives at home. The same people that were supporting my sister, Honorable Mabunga, where my heart bleeds. She's a very intelligent young lady. Very intelligent. I can address a young lady because she's younger than me. They used her. They wrote her even a speech. Where is she? She's incarcerated. The seat she has lost. Where are the people that were using her? They're in parliament. They are even taking care of their wives, even they're going for dinners. Whilst Babonga's children, whilst Munia Zulu's children are suffering. Where is JJ? They're the same people. That's why it's getting JJ. Now, they are moving an agenda. The greatest. Binwe Mpundu. Mwaiche wandi binwe. Teka kasanga muliso. Teka kasanga muliso mwaiche wandi. The only opportunity that you had was to be a DC. And the DC, you have not matured, young man. Relax. Relax. You are too fast. Ichalo chala nawe ni mwaiche wandi. Relax. Baala kubomfya and you remain in limbo. Mwaiche wandi. There are groups. Shoni Tembo is also with his own group. Bene Makemi Zulu, Mr. Katotowe and the team, they have also another agenda. Hey, Filieko Tuleya. Filieko Tuleya. Elo mwake say much known a convention here PF. Without my authority. But I expect the General of Police, any conventions that shall take place, especially, we are not concerned with other political parties. Any convention under PF shall have an undersigned signature of Mr. Morgan Imona. Or I must sanction the convention. Other than me, no one does the convention. Thank you very much. May God bless us all and may God bless Zambia. I'm ready to take questions, if any. I'm ready to take questions. Ask me questions. Whether now ask me a tough question. Today I'm tough tested. I'll respond.
Okay, thank you so much, President Robert CHABINGA, members of the press. This is now your time or moment to ask those burning questions. Do you have any questions? Do we have any questions?
I've touched everywhere. I don't think there's a question.
Okay.